Hey everyone, welcome back to Story Hive. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss an update. Let's jump into today's story. AITA for how I reacted when my parents announced they were having another baby. I'm the oldest of seven. My name's Alex, 16, and my siblings are Kayla, 13, Robin, 12, Sam, 10, Lacey, 8, Zoe, 6, and Robbie, 4. Our family started out with the intention of having just 2 kids, but as life often goes, that plan didn't stick. My parents ended up having 7 of us, and while it wasn't their original plan, this is where we are. Our financial situation has never been great. My parents have jobs that don't pay well, and while they do get some government assistance, it barely makes a dent in our financial struggles. We live in a small house that's constantly overflowing with kids. Space is tight, and privacy is almost non-existent. My parents have always struggled with managing money, which means we often run into issues with groceries and basic needs. When I was 13, I started working to save up for things like a laptop. I had to juggle my schoolwork, work, and home responsibilities, which were immense. I was promised it once Robbie was born. They assured me they would focus on getting things back on track for us. But recently my parents made an announcement that left me devastated. They sat us down and revealed that my mom is 14 weeks pregnant with another baby. They'd known for about 7 weeks, but didn't tell us until they felt ready. The moment they shared the news, I felt a wave of disbelief and frustration. I couldn't hold back my reaction. I said, "Not again." I even cried, which surprised me because I'm not usually someone who cries easily. My parents were furious with me. They told me to check my attitude and accused me of being negative. They argued that accidents happen and that they would never consider abortion, even if it were an option. They insisted that I needed to focus on making the situation work. I understand that for some, a loving family is more important than financial stability, and I do recognize that there are people who have less and still manage to be happy. But for me, the weight of this situation feels crushing. I often worry about our ability to pay bills, what will happen if my laptop breaks down, or whether we'll have enough food. I've had to shoulder a lot of responsibilities: babysitting, managing the household, and helping my parents so they can work. It feels like I'm constantly balancing the family's needs with my own. So, am I the asshole for my reaction? I feel like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, and it's taking a significant toll on me emotionally and mentally. Update: I wanted to give an update on the situation since my original post got a lot of attention. It's been a few weeks since my parents broke the news about the new baby, and I've had some time to process everything and see how things have unfolded. First off, thank you to everyone who offered support and advice. Reading through the comments made me realize that I'm not alone in feeling overwhelmed and that my feelings are valid. It's been a challenging few weeks, but I wanted to share how things have changed since then. After the initial confrontation with my parents, things were pretty tense at home. They were really upset by my reaction and didn't want to talk about it for a while. It felt like there was this big, unspoken tension hanging over the house. I continued with my usual responsibilities: babysitting, helping out around the house, and trying to stay on top of schoolwork, but I felt even more burdened than before. I took some of the advice from the comments to heart and decided to try and talk to my parents about how I was feeling. I sat down with them one evening, and while it was really hard to open up, I explained how the weight of all these responsibilities was affecting me. I told them that it wasn't just about the new baby, but also about the promises that had been made and the strain of managing everything. To my surprise, my parents were more receptive than I expected. They admitted that they hadn't fully grasped how much pressure I was under, and that they had been so focused on making the best of the situation that they hadn't seen how it was impacting me. We talked about ways to alleviate some of my responsibilities. For example, They agreed to get some help with childcare and to consider some budget adjustments to ease the financial strain. I also started looking into some community resources and local programs that might offer additional support for our family. It's not a perfect solution, but it has helped a bit. My parents are trying to be more mindful of their spending and are working on better financial planning, though it's still a work in progress. I'm still adjusting to the idea of having another sibling, and it's definitely not what I would have chosen for our family. But I'm trying to focus on the positives, like the fact that my parents are more aware of how their decisions affect me and that we are finding ways to manage better. It's still tough. Thank you again to everyone who reached out. Your support and advice have been really helpful, and I appreciate all the empathy and understanding. I'm hoping that as we move forward, things will get a bit easier and that we'll be able to handle the challenges ahead a bit better. Update. I wanted to update you all on how things have been going since I last posted. It's been a few months, and a lot has happened. After my reaction to the news about the new baby, things at home were pretty tense. My parents were upset with me, and it took a while for us to really talk things through. They've been trying to manage their finances better, which has helped a bit, but the improvements haven't completely solved our problems. Money is still tight, and I'm still shouldering a lot of responsibilities. Emotionally, it's been up and down. I'm doing my best to balance everything, but it's definitely been a challenge. I've had to find some time for myself, which is hard with everything going on, but I'm trying to make it work. As for the baby, my mom is getting closer to her due date. I've been helping with preparations like setting up the nursery and getting baby supplies. It's been a bit of a mixed bag. On one hand, it feels like I'm contributing to something positive. On the other hand, it's a reminder of the extra strain on our family. I also started seeing a counselor, which has been really helpful. It's nice to have someone to talk to about all of this, and I've been able to get some perspective and support. I've joined a support group for older siblings in large families, which has been great for connecting with others who understand what I'm going through. I'm still working on my own goals, like improving my cooking skills and looking into opportunities that could help me in the future. It's tough, but I'm trying to stay focused and hopeful, even though things aren't perfect. Thanks to everyone who offered advice and support. It means a lot to me. I'll keep you posted if there are any big changes or updates. Thanks for tuning in to today's Reddit story. If you enjoyed it, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss out on more amazing stories. See you next time.